of damage from those firewalls. Can I take it out? I'm going to try and use plasma grenades just in case I don't kill, so I don't lose too much. And the tail commander dies, so that's going to hurt a bit. And now I can consolidate on that and move forward and take that heavy cover again. And from here I can, as he's moved through this crevice, it's very narrow, so if he wants to stop me from attacking that listening post up top, okay, that's silly. I'm going to lose. I'm trying to buy time so I can kind of get into a good position, but I'm really losing out here. Now, I've researched Wraith Lords. I'm going to aim for Wraith Lords because Wraith Lords are overall a soft counter unit, but they are expensive. Now, he's gone for Devilfish. Devilfish is tier 2. All transports are tier 2. So the Devilfish, the concept behind that is Devilfish can infiltrate and they do a fair bit of damage, but all transports at T2, although they come from HQ and you don't require T2.5 being one of the alternative routes you can go for, they cost about 180 rec/180 power. Not cheap, and pop-wise not cheap either. So now he's got a huge mass and he's got a vehicle. I've got to kind of go for something. He knows that I don't have any anti-vehicle at the moment, so he's going to try and capitalise on that and push forward. But I am going for, I believe, what are they called? Haywire grenades on my warp spires, because my warp spires have been rather redundant apart from teleporting in, close combating for a bit of cheekiness, and killing what do you call them? Pathfinders. So I've knocked off about 3 squads by now. That's starting to hurt a little bit, but I really need to get them for a 3-pop aspect unit. You know, Guardian's been 2-pop and been very efficient at the moment. So for a 3-pop unit, I really want them to do a little bit more. So I'm going to try and squeeze as much as I can out of them and get Haywire grenades. So here I've got a Wraith Lord. I can attack now that I've got the Haywire grenades, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do much. So I'm just going to, I don't want to get my Wraith Lord too close. I don't want to get too close to him because he's probably got a Snare Trap somewhere. And on top of that, Tail are very good at squeezing out anti-vehicle damage at close proximity over a period of time. It's all about the more that you can squeeze out. So Wraith Lords, being a very close combat orientated, obviously, unit, I have to get in close. So that means he can punish me if I get in too close and go too gung-ho. Now here I'm going a bit too gung-ho too, so I'm going to try and step back. I want to take this heavy cover again. Hopefully now I can stop him from moving forward. Now, I really want to put up a webway here to get the benefits of the healing, because webway, I've researched the healing webway research. Now I'm going to put up that webway there so I can keep my units healing. Now, that's going to hurt a little bit. He just lost a couple of Fire Warriors. Of course, I know it's just a couple, but over a period of time, he's lost more troops than I've lost, especially with losing about 3 squads of Pathfinders from my Warp Spiders. So I got my second squad of Dark Reapers out now. As I said, Pop is a research in DoWPro, and you don't just get it from building. I don't know what I was trying to do there. You don't just get from building a webway, you've got to actually research something on it. If I click on the webway, you'll see what I mean. There's 2 researches, one for vehicle, one for infantry. So I've gotten one, so I've got 13 pop. That allows me from the 10 to get another aspect, but I don't know. I think I lost a Guardian squad somewhere along the line, maybe. Yeah, I think I did. So I've got enough, so it equals up to 11. 8 plus 3 equals 11. So I've still got 2 left, so I can probably grab a Ranger squad now. So there's not much else I can really do. Maybe 2 Ranger squads for intense capping, being a great unit that infiltrates on timer and detects and flees of foot. Great mobility, but very fragile. So I can use it to cap the map and run away quickly, and also scout. So here I'm going. I've got a second Soul Shrine, I think, above. I'm not sure if I've quite done that yet. I think I have, and here I'm putting it. I'm going to cancel that because it's not close enough to the. I don't think it's close. It might be, but I don't think it's close enough to the webway to get cloak benefits. So I'm going to put it a bit closer there, and I've pumped out. Yeah, there's my Ranger squad. I'm going to try and capture that critical location. Critical locations are very important in DoWPro, although I haven't gone heavy on them because I've gone a very tanky army, but you can alternatively go heavy, like two to 3 Ranger squads, just to really advance on capping those points, the critical locations, because they give about 10 rec each bonus, and they give a hefty line of sight bonus as well. So he's gone. Alright, I'm going to try and take that out with my Warp Spiders. They're up there. I've got to get down there, because if I can take that, it's a 4th Ranger squad he's lost. Now I've also gone, as you saw before, I've gone with, what's it called, Harlequin, being a hero, not a spam hero. Okay, I can see where his army is now. I know they're not. I thought maybe for a second when I saw the red that they were going to attack down there. Turns out they're not, though it kind of seems what's the word? Pathetic. There's a better word for it, but pathetic that he would just attack with a Pathfinder squad down there, and he just lost him. But I believe he has got a stealth suit squad down at the middle point as well, or perhaps in my base almost. He's about to attack. There we go. He's attacking my base. That's going to hurt. There's one generator down. As you can see, when generators blow up, they do area effect. But luckily, I decided to build a Harlequin so I can stealth suits or permanently infiltrate. No timer or anything. Sorry, pardon me. So the Harlequin has stopped him, but he's going to take it. Okay, as I said, as you can see, look, almost ripped out. He's almost in about half a second. They've almost ripped out one ranger. Now here, I'm in a bit of a position. He's got a broadside squad there, and he's just going to keep picking me off, and he's using the Tail Commander war gear to get an infiltration kind of look in. Oh, not infiltration, a line of sight benefit, because Tail Commander, the war gear, can either complement a more of a mobility or damage role, or it can be more of a support role, being detection and line of sight. And it's pretty good when you've got a really big Fire Warrior army, which he's gone for. He hasn't gone with Kroot because I've got the Warp Spider squad, and I went with that early, so it wouldn't have been all that efficient unless he got Krootox. And to get Krootox, he needs at least 2 squads, because to get Broadside, you need at least 2 squads of Fire Warriors. To get Krootox, you need at least 2 squads of Kroot. So the idea is you can't just cross over. If you could cross over, it will be unfair, as both Krootox and Broadside cover 2 different sides of the complementary army spectrum. They, Krootox complement Fire Warriors immensely, and likewise. So here he's just attacking. Yeah, we've got a bit of a battle going here. It's not much. It's more of a positionary battle. I don't know what I'm doing with my Wraith Lord. I think Pathing's got me a bit there, but I've got to be careful, because that stealth squad, if he teleports in or jumps over and uses an EMP grenade on that Wraith Lord, it's gone. Stealth suits, and at the same time, my army's gone down there, and he's attacking me up there. If I lose that point and he moves into the heavy cover with the broadside entrenched, I'm in trouble. I'm going to lose that turret in a sec. I better attack. Okay, battle's going on. Dark Reapers get in there. They're firing. Fire Warriors are returning fire. The Wraith Lord's going to go. He hasn't entrenched his broadside. I think he intended to move in, but he hasn't. And the fastest he's going to go in there, he's going to try and stop the Tail Commander from attacking. Okay, I'm going to run in. I'm quickly casting. I'm using photon grenades, and he jumps his Tail Commander out to keep doing damage. No, okay, I've used Psychic Storm is a great anti-moral weapon more than a damage weapon. I've used that. I've just broken all his squads. His squads, they can't retreat. They're dead. And I'm going to use my Wraith Lord to try and take out his Devilfish. Warp Spiders teleport in. EMP grenade finally, and that's it. He can't move. Yep, that's a good game. He quits. So that, as you can see, DoWPro, very positional, a lot of strategy involved, and especially a lot of thought into how you construct your army. You've got to be very careful on what you put in your army, how you construct it, and what your opponent is doing. You really got to think ahead and think. As you could see, a couple of points there, I didn't have anti-vehicle, and a couple of points there, he didn't have enough. Well, although he had enough firepower, he couldn't really see what I was doing, and he didn't really have any foothold to really hurt me, and until he got the stealth suits and jumped into my base, in which it wasn't much I could do because I didn't have the Harlequin out yet. But as soon as the Harlequin came out, if I hadn't have gone with the Harlequin, which was kind of a reactionary kind of thing from experience playing Tail, I would have lost a lot. I wouldn't have been able to counter it appropriately, and I probably, although I can relocate my base coming free as soon as T2 or T1.5 hits, so as soon as Soul Shrine goes up, it's free to relocate your base. I could have relocated, but in DoWPro, when buildings are relocating, they suffer about twice as much damage as per usual. So the stealth suits would have really taken out my generators, and then it would have just been a waiting game. The economy would have finally built up. He would have had more economy. All he had to do was hold, but he couldn't really take that out. Therefore, I had more economy, or so he thought. Then, he thought I had the relic as well, having more points, and been a snowball effect. Although it doesn't start off huge, over a little while, period of time, it all kind of equates, adds up, and suddenly I've got this huge economy. DoWPro is not similar to Soulstorm, in which a correct move can really compensate for a lot. Although it can in DoWPro.